Good morning, Team Alabama. The video stopped again. Sorry about that. We're on page 34 in chapter 6, and we're going to continue. Top of page 34. I'm going to go back just a sentence or so before the video cut off. So, chapter 6. Of course, it's not the room out there that is spinning, it is the room in my head. I get a 360-degree view of every detail. What happens next is hard to put into words without sounding like a moronic advertisement for the Granola New Age Spirit World Gazette. The simplest way to describe it is to say that as the room swirls and I finish checking off everything around me, well, my spirit leaves my body. I hate to say this. I mean, what is a spirit anyway? By saying this, I guess I mean that I accept that we have spirits and that they can come and go from us. I don't even know that I really believe any of that stuff, but I do know what happens when a seizure comes. As the room finishes its swirling and the blue haze lifts and colors become as sharp and clear as crystals, then as my laughter winds down to a slow, steady breathing, a part of me rises from my body and I watch. I guess what I mean is that my spirit watches my bent, unconscious body from somewhere outside myself. If it didn't happen to me, I wouldn't believe it. The first few times my spirit left my body, I was 10 years old. That's a great fact. Okay, we could add that to our book facts here. The first time his spirit left his body, Sean was 10. That start with a capital, end with a period, make it a complete sentence. It was about the same time that the doctors got my seizure medication right. There's another great fact. So they got his seizure medicine pretty good at that point in time when he was 10, but it took him that long. When it first happened, it scared the heck out of me. I thought maybe I was dead and that I'd never go back into my body again. And back then I felt afraid to wander too far away from myself. And after a while though, I realized that as soon as my body awakens from a seizure, I'm forced back inside myself. That my little trips have time limits. I can't make a seizure happen or stop one really. Although sometimes, if I concentrate hard enough, I seem to be able to hold it off for a little while. Okay, so there's another great fact. Sean can't stop his seizures. Sometimes he can hold them off, though. For the most part, though, my seizures are not interested in what I am doing at that moment. They hit. They just kick down the door to my brain, charge in, and make themselves at home. Of course, except for seizures, my life is one of total dependence. Once I started being able to sneak away from my body, seizures became very important to me. I love the feeling of movement, the pure joy of being able to fly. There's a great fact. He loves his seizures because he loves the feeling of movement. I love the feeling of escaping my screwed up, worthless body. I love my seizures because they give me the kind of life that I imagine normal people enjoy. And then some. They give me freedom. He loves his seizures because they give him freedom. Great fact. Let's add that. When my spirit is out of my body, although I have no physical body, I have complete control of my motions. I do all the things that I see and imagine other people do. I soar, sail, walk, run, skip, sit, lie down, roll over, wiggle like a snake, swim like a fish, leap tall buildings in a single bound, slither through the cracks in the sidewalk and walls, and I zip over the clouds, whirl like a dervish, and dance like John Travolta. If you don't know John Travolta, you'll need to Google him in a little bit and look at how he dances in Saturday Night Live. Sing like Kurt Cobain and look the world in the eyes. When I'm in a seizure, I go to a different reality, and it's like I can do anything I've ever wanted to do. I remember touching Cindy's hands as she slept and thanking her for teaching me to read. I remember sitting at the edge of the ocean, digging my toes in the sand and watching whales blow spray and then dive down into the black water. I remember yelling in my dad's ear, and cheek and cuddling. Oh, sorry, I'm way off. I remember yelling in my dad's ear, telling him that I was okay. I remember kissing my mom's cheek and cuddling her. All these memories are hazy, as if coated in that filmy stuff that photographers use to make homely people look pretty in studio photographs. Are these memories of real things, or imagined ones? I don't know. Are your dreams real or imagined? You don't imagine a dream, do you? I don't know what's real or what's imagined when I have a seizure. And to tell you the truth, I don't care. All I know is that my seizures are a nice part of my life, a part that I love. Seizure trips are as real to me as sitting in the wheelchair right now, remembering in perfect detail 2 months ago when I heard the sounds of the furnace humming and my brother talking on the phone to one of his friends about getting a pizza and a half a rack of brewskis. My seizures are as real as my schooling and a lot more sane. Did I mention that I go to school? Oh, yeah, absolutely. In fact, it was at school yesterday that I had to face the fact again that my dad might be thinking about killing me. Okay, guys, we learned something new. Sean goes to school, and it was at school that he thought that dad it came to light that dad really does want to kill him. Okay, so let's add a couple more facts, things that you knew from, or that were new to you from this chapter. And then what are some questions that you have? Who's Sean's teacher? Does Sean have friends? Is he able to communicate with anybody at school?